Welcome to another edition of the Maac Women's Hoops Insider. I'm your host, John Fanta. It's a great time in the season as we've hit the heart of conference play with dramatic finishes and rising stars trying to push their team ahead on the road to the Maac Women's Basketball Championship, which will be held March 11th to the 15th at Jim Whelan Boardwalk Hall. Let's begin with the standings. Leading the league at a perfect 7-0. This is an amazing story. It continues to be. It's the reigning Maac regular season and tournament champion Fairfield Stags, while the Quinnipiac Bobcats check in at 7-1 and in second place, and the Siena Saints are sitting in third at 5-2. From there, 5 teams have a conference record of 4-3. But the headlining team continues to be Carly Thibault Dudonis' Stags. Between last year's regular season and conference tournament and the start of Maac play this year, Fairfield has won 30 consecutive games against league competition. 30! This past Saturday, the Stags kept on rolling, and sophomore Megan Anderson made history. She poured in a career-high 34 points, dished out a personal best 5 assists, and reached the 100 career three-point milestone, all while leading the Stags over Canisius to close out the Western New York swing. Anderson epitomizes the Fairfield Road Runner mantra, which is an emphasis from the coaching staff for posts or forwards who want to play fast and be developed both inside and outside, being able to take advantage of their full skill set. Anderson reached the 100 three-point milestone in an emphatic way by drilling seven trifectas, tying the second most in a game in Fairfield women's basketball history. Anderson becomes the 17th Stag all-time to reach triple figures in threes. And get this, folks, just the second sophomore of all time. In the 2 games in Western New York, the Stags averaged 96.5 points, shot 58% from the floor, 47% from three. They won by an average of 47 points and held the program record in scoring margin in both games, down to the final possession. This past weekend also marked the first time the Stags have reached 90 points in back-to-back games since February 10th through 12th, 1995. Fairfield is on fire. Now let's turn to Siena, who has notched back-to-back wins by at least 20 points and had some history of their own over the weekend. The Saints rolled past Merrimack 79-57, and Anisha Jackson became the 30th player in program history to reach the 1,000-point milestone. Congratulations, Anisha. Jackson reached the 1,000-point milestone with her 14th of the night in the third quarter, and her 21 came on 8 of 12 shooting from the field, 3 of 4 from 3, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The graduate student also dished out a career 7 assists and added 3 rebounds and steals to her line on Saturday. She was stuffing the stat sheet. Anaja Brown, she dominated the paint all afternoon in the Saints win, accounting for 16 points on 8 of 11 from the floor, while leading the way for Siena with 32 points in the paint. That's what they ended up with as a team. She was accounting for 50% of them. She also led the team with 8 rebounds, 4 of which on the offensive end. Teresa Seppala had 14 on 6 of 13 from the floor and dished out a career-high 5 assists, while Miriam Traore added 9 on 4 of 6 shooting from the field. The Saints set single-game season high, shooting 59% from the floor, 53% from 3. They forced 26 turnovers. That led to 36 points. A great performance for Siena over the weekend. And finally, we turn to the sizzling Manhattan Jaspers, who have won 4 in a row. After being down by 2 at the half at Niagara over the weekend, head coach Heather Vullin told her team that the final 20 minutes was about showing that they were, in fact, one of the best teams in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. The Jaspers shot out of a cannon off the break. That speech worked, outscoring Niagara 24-11 in the third quarter and rolling to a 79-54 win. Graduate forward Layla Ozturk registered a career-high 22 points on the afternoon. She was 2 rebounds shy of a double-double in 28 minutes on the floor. And then how about the Jurich sisters? Senior forward Petra Jurich logged her 3rd double-double of the season with 16 points and 12 caroms in 30 minutes. And she wasn't the only Jurich doing big things. Sophomore Christina Jurich, her younger sister, added a career-high 9 points on 4 of 4 shooting. The younger Jurich also grabbed 4 rebounds in 15 minutes on the floor. Manhattan now rebounded Niagara 49-26 overall, cleaning up the defensive glass as well by 21. The Jaspers logged 23 assists compared to Niagara's 5 on 32 total made shots from the floor. So they share the ball, but the other reason why they're finding success, they lead the Maac in rebounding and block shots. Heather Vullin preaches toughness, and her team is playing with it the Manhattan Jaspers way. Let's get to Thursday's slate. We have not one but two 11 a.m. games on ESPN Plus, with the Jaspers riding their winning streak against unbeaten Fairfield on the road at a sold-out Mahoney Arena, while Iona welcomes in Ryder. 4 intriguing games headline the 7 p.m. window as Mount St. Mary's enters at 4-3 in league play and hosts Siena. St. Peter's visits Merrimack. Marist hosts Niagara, and Canisius travels to Sacred Heart. Catch all the action on ESPN Plus and enjoy the games, everybody.